15 individuals who turn their body into plastic. So many people are not happy with the way they look, or they idolize someone famous and want to look exactly like them. But to what extreme are these people willing to go? Have you ever seen a real Barbie doll? What about the guy who wanted to look like David Beckham? And if you want to see these transformations and many others, keep watching as we count down 15 individuals who turn their bodies into plastic. Number 15. Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein is an American socialite who is best known for her extensive cosmetic surgery, which resulted in her cat-like appearance. Her high-profile divorce from wealthy art dealer and businessman Alec Wildenstein in 1999, and her lavish lifestyle and subsequent bankruptcy filing. Wildenstein's face has undergone numerous cosmetic procedures. Her cat-like appearance has earned her the moniker Catwoman, the Lion Queen, and the Bride of Wildenstein from the media. She claims she hasn't had any plastic surgery and attributes it to her Swiss ancestry. Wildenstein has a reputation for living a lavish lifestyle. Her annual phone bill was reportedly $60,000, and her food and wine bills were $547,000, according to her calculations. In her divorce settlement, Wildenstein received $2.5 billion, plus $100 million every year for the next 13 years. She was not allowed to spend any more alimony funds for cosmetic surgery. According to the judge, Wildenstein sold the matrimonial house in New York to real estate entrepreneur Jana Bullock for $13 million after her divorce. She declared bankruptcy in 2018. Number 14. Herbert Chavez. After doctors discovered that Herbert Chavez, a Filipino man, had been injecting himself with toxic ab fillers, doctors refused to give him any additional cosmetic treatments. Herbert, who claims to be the largest Superman fan in the world, has spent the last 2 decades of his life trying to see more and more like Clark Kent, Superman's everyday alter ego. He's also known as the Plastic Surgery Superman and the Philippine Superman on the internet. Over the last 2 decades, Herbert has undergone 23 surgeries, including skin whitening, nose jobs, liposuction, and jaw realignment, to name a few. He also wears blue lenses to imitate Clark, with whom he has had a strong bond since he first became a fan of the show at the age of 5. At number 13, Nanette Hammond. A woman on the lookout for something thinks she's found it in cosmetic surgery, all in the name of looking like Barbie. A journey that wouldn't be complete without some vaginal alterations. Nanette Hammond is going to star in a reality show called Lookalike Love, which will capture her aspirations to morph into a de facto human Barbie doll, even more so than she already is. Nanette is reportedly getting a larger butt via implants, as well as having her vagina tightened. Surgeries that would cost between $75,000 and $90,000. There's no indication on who's paying the bill. Nanette's desire to have her lady parts cinched, according to insiders, stems from the fact that she has 7 children and wants to freshen things up so she can feel young and look youthful again, a la Barbie. It's also worth noting that this isn't Nanette's first time under the knife. She's spent upwards of $500,000 on procedures, all in the name of her seemingly never-ending ambition to be an actual Barbie. 3 brow lifts, lip fillers, veneers, and semi-permanent cosmetics are included. Nanette's Barbie infatuation stems from her love of the concept of Barbie, which she has had since she was a child. She claims she will not stop falling down this rabbit hole until she's 70 years old, which, if true, means she's a long way to go. The woman is only 47 years old. At number 12, Jedlicka. Jedlicka, often known as the Human Ken doll, is a Slovak-American man who has gained international recognition as a result of his numerous cosmetic operations. Jedlicka began researching his cosmetic treatment, rhinoplasty, when he was 17 years old. Jedlicka perceived body contouring and cosmetic surgery as part of the wealthy, beautiful lifestyles he wished to follow, after seeing lifestyles of the rich and famous as a teen. Because his parents were opposed to cosmetic improvements, Jedlicka was compelled to wait until he was legally able to make his own decision. Jedlicka had his first cosmetic treatment to repair his nose 4 days after turning 18. Jedlicka had undergone around 190 cosmetic operations as of 2012. Rhinoplasty, chest implants, shoulder implants, bicep implants, triceps implants, brow shaving and lifts, cheek augmentations, subpectoral implants, gluoplasty, and lip augmentations are just a few of the procedures that have been performed. Jedlicka doesn't have any facial hair. He appeared in botched 6th and 7th seasons. At number 11, Pete Burns. Peter Giuseppe Burns was an English singer, composer, and TV personality. He was known for his ever-changing and often androgynous appearance, which he readily admitted was inspired by cosmetic surgery, which eventually bankrupted him and led to health problems later in life. Burns had a lot of polyacrylamide injections in his lips, as well as cheek implants, rhinoplasties, and tattoos, to name a few procedures. Burns' unusual appearance was even accused of being stolen by Boy George, a fellow pop phenomenon. Burns admitted in an interview in early 2006 that after a botched cosmetic procedure on his lips, he had spent most of his life savings on 18 months of reconstructive surgery. In January 2007, he claimed that he planned to sue the cosmetic surgeon who performed his botched lip surgery for £1 million. Because of his surgery, Burns suffered from pulmonary embolisms and near-fatal blood clots. Burns died of a sudden heart attack on October 23, 2016, at the age of 57 in London. Many others paid respects to Burns after his passing, including Boy George, who described him as one of our great real eccentrics. At number 10, Sahar Tabar. Fatemeh Kishvand, better known by her Instagram handle Sahar Tabar, is an Iranian influencer who rose to notoriety in 2017 for her alleged use of cosmetic surgery in photographs of herself posted on Instagram, which was makeup and Photoshop. She was said to have undergone up to 50 plastic surgeries to change her appearance. After being detained on charges of blasphemy and illegally gaining money, Tabar was questioned on Iranian national television in October 2019. In December 2020, Tabar was sentenced to 10 years in jail. Tabar's Instagram photos have amassed almost 486,000 followers. Unnatural skin coloring and distorted facial characteristics, such as accentuated lips and a sharp, turned-up nose, made the photos stand out. Tabar claimed in a 2017 interview with Sputnik News that the photographs were mostly manufactured using cosmetics and Photoshop, with cosmetic operations limited to rhinoplasty, liposuction, and injectable fillers in her lips at the time. Some of the photographs and videos Tabar shared with her followers appeared to be carefully manipulated to look like Hollywood celebrity Angelina Jolie, but she disputed this. Tabar was arrested in Tehran in 2019 on charges of blasphemy, instigating violence, illegally acquiring property, violating the national dress code, and encouraging young people to commit corruption, and the arrest was made in response to public complaints. When she was arrested, her Instagram account was removed. 3 additional female Instagram influencers were jailed in Iran 3 days later. For a pre-trial interview aired, Tabar was introduced as a zombie. Tabar asserted that she did not appear like her Instagram photographs, since they were severely photoshopped to look like the eponymous character in Corpse Bride, despite the fact that her face was blurred in the broadcast. She informed the journalist that her childhood desire was to be famous, and that despite her mother's protests, she had continued to grow her Instagram popularity. Tabar revealed that she did not finish high school, and the broadcast said that her attempts to acquire online popularity had prevented her from continuing her education. The Irib TV2 interview reduced the allegations against Tabar by portraying her as a person suffering from a mental illness, who believed her posts were appropriate because of the support she received from her large Instagram following. Despite this, Tabar was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Number 9. Vinnie Oh. One Los Angeles resident has spent more than $50,000 to make himself look like an alien. Genital amputation is included in his list of procedures. That's right, this man who resembles an alien has spent that much money. Vinnie Oh has always felt like an outsider, an alien who doesn't belong. He's been steadily modifying his body since the age of 17 to reflect how he feels on the inside. In fact, he doesn't consider himself male or female, and he doesn't believe he needs genitals. Oh has been quoted as claiming he wishes to be a sexless alien. He wants the way he looks on the outside to match how he feels on the inside. He's had over 110 procedures in the last few years to come closer to a sexless alien appearance. Oh also intends to have some radical surgeries in the future in order to achieve the look he desires. When asked what he hopes to achieve with the operations, Oh stated that the overall look he wants wants to attain is that of an alien. He aspires to be a hybrid who is neither masculine nor female. Since he was 17, he's longed to be sexless and genderless. He's been to physicians to see if it's possible, but no one has been able to help him. He appears to be adamant about the fact that genitals aren't necessary for him. He doesn't want people to assume he's attempted to transform into a woman. Why should he have a penis or a vagina when he claims he can live without sexual organs? He sees no reason why he shouldn't get his genitals removed totally and have nothing down there. He also appears to be at ease being himself, regardless of who is watching. He adds that he has always gotten a lot of attention in public because of how he looks or dresses, and he wishes to inspire others to be themselves as well. Number 8. Toby Sheldon. Toby Sheldon was a German songwriter who rose to fame as a TV reality star after spending a lot of money on plastic surgery. He estimated the whole expense to be over $100,000 to look like Justin Bieber, the singer. He made appearances on television shows stating this. Sheldon's fixation, according to some specialists, was a case of body dysmorphia. During his visit, he went into detail about this subject. Sheldon was discovered dead in a room at a motel in San Fernando Valley on August 21, 2015. Drugs were recovered at the scene. Sheldon was 34 years old at the time. He was last seen on August 18, 2015 in West Hollywood, and some sources claim that his disappearance was precipitated by a breakup with his lover. In July 2016, a coroner confirmed that multiple drug intoxication was the cause of his death. Number 7. Cindy Jackson. Cindy Jackson is a television personality, author, and aesthetic consultant. Jackson has lived in England since 1977 and is a British American. Jackson received a former world record 52 cosmetic treatments, including tooth whitening, filler injections, AHA peels, Botox, 3 facelifts, and liposuction at a total cost of nearly $60,000. Jackson lost her global record for undergoing the most cosmetic treatments after 17 years in the Guinness Book of Records. Jackson has declared as a member of Mensa that the operations she has undergone have improved her life. Number 6. Jack Johnson. To look like David Beckham, Jack Johnson spent £20,000 on plastic surgery. Jack admires the retired world-famous playmaker, who spent time with Manchester United, Real Madrid, Milan, PSG, and the Los Angeles Galaxy. The young man was so infatuated with the ex-captain of the English national team that he wanted to imitate his appearance. Jack Johnson, on the other hand, does not resemble David Beckham, the famed English national team player. Johnson does not work and relies solely on his credit card for his financial needs. The government pays him a £15 social allowance. The result of his adjustments is unimpressive. However, Jack is content, and the only thing he wants to do now is lose weight. For that reason, he will have surgery on his stomach. Number 5. Nikki Exotica. Nikki Exotica, 35, from Hoboken, New Jersey, has been undergoing cosmetic surgery for nearly 2 decades to resemble her famous plastic idol. She knew she was unusual from the age of 2, always wearing makeup and nail polish before becoming enamored with Barbie 2 years later. She was bullied at school for her flamboyant style and self-expression as Jason Torres when she would hike up her shorts and strut down the corridors in tight t-shirts like a runway. Nikki received comments ranging from cover girl and beautiful guy to homophobic slurs such as faggot and homo, as well as getting beaten up. But she didn't let it stop her. After feeling she was born in the wrong body since she was a toddler, Nikki grew up idolizing Barbie and pop icons like Madonna. She discovered transsexual and transvestite bars in her teens, met trans men, and began receiving body-modifying injections to realize her ambition. After 3 nose jobs, 2 boob jobs, and an Adam's apple reduction, she had gender transition surgery at the age of 19. She's had over $1 million worth of surgery, treatments, and other aids since then to help her develop into a Barbie doll. In her drive to look like Barbie, Nikki has undergone breast augmentation, nose jobs, lifts, tucks, botched surgery, voice treatment, and more. Number 4. Jordon James Park. After realizing that a 4th nose job would necessitate removing a bit of his rib to widen his nostrils, doctors turned down a Kim Kardashian fan who had spent over $170,000 on surgery. Jordon admits to having been a lip disaster in the past, but thanks to multiple lip injections, he is now known as the Lip King in England. His doctor was eventually able to persuade him to stop taking injections he had been receiving for several years. Jordon used various cosmetic operations to make up for his lack of lip filler, including 4 nose jobs, upper eyelid surgery, a lip lift, a chin implant, and many rounds of liposuction. In every aspect, Jordon equates plastic surgery to sex. It's not something you can just have once. You've got to have it over and over. Jordon started his plastic surgery fixation when he was 19 years old and hasn't looked back since. At number 3, Kelly Johnson. Kelly Johnson was once an aspiring model who was convinced she needed a nose job to break into the industry. However, it was a decision that would spell the end of her career. When a fragment of cartilage protruded from Johnson's initial surgery, she realized something was amiss. The doctor kept telling her that it was merely swelling and that she shouldn't be concerned. Her nostrils were different sizes and shapes, so she realized something was amiss. She was humiliated. Her doctor had a treatment plan for her nose. To begin, he would remove a portion of her rib and composite grafts from her ear and fascia from her left temple, as well as a bit of her rib. He'd then open her nose and provide her with a more open airway. Finally, he intended to wrap the cartilage, fascia, and rib together and utilize it to raise the bridge and lower her nostrils, describing it as a burrito or a grape leaf because she is Middle Eastern. She didn't mind if she had to use a tampon to mend it, if it fixed it. Johnson's nose was fixed once the doctor was able to obtain all the pieces required for her surgery, and she was overjoyed. Number 2. Pharah Abraham. Pharah Abraham was born in Omaha, Nebraska in the United States. Abraham, who was 17 at the time, was chosen to appear on MTV's 16 and Pregnant, a reality show that documented the lives of pregnant teens around the United States. The news of her pregnancy generated friction between her and her mother, who referred to her as a whore and prevented her from getting an abortion. Abraham was forced to stop cheerleading due to her pregnancy. Furthermore, Derek Underwood, the father of her kid, died in a car accident whilst filming. Sophia Laurent Abraham, the couple's daughter, was born on February 23, 2009. In 2009, Abraham's episode of 16 and Pregnant aired. She was cast in the spin-off series Teen Mom later that year, which followed Abraham during her first years as a mother. Throughout Teen Mom, Abraham and her mother had a tumultuous relationship, with her mother being prosecuted for assault in an Iowa court for beating her daughter. Abraham began attending a therapist to talk about her tumultuous connection with her family, as she couldn't cope with her mother's actions and her grief over Sophia's father, Derek Underwood, and his death. Pharah later established to Derek's family that Derek was Sophia's father through a paternity test, and was subsequently faced with a lawsuit brought by Derek's mother seeking grandparents' visitation rights, despite having no prior contact with Sophia. Number 1. Jessica Rodrigo Alves. Jessica Alves, formerly known as Rodrigo Alves, is a Brazilian-British television personality who has undergone numerous plastic procedures to improve her appearance. Alves was born to a Brazilian mother and a British father in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Her grandfather bought her Barbie dolls when she was a child and let her dress the dolls. Despite being born a male, Alves has known she was a woman since she was 3, 4, 5, and 6 years old. She played with dolls, dressed up, and was in touch with her feminine side. She believes that gender should not be used to categorize people. Throughout her childhood, she was shy and bullied. Alves had a hormone imbalance as an adolescent, with too much estrogen causing breast tissue to expand. Bullies also picked on her other features. Her family owns a chain of grocery businesses in Brazil that has made them wealthy, but Alves has yet to profit from the stores. At the age of 19, Alves traveled to London to study public relations at London College of Communication. Her funds come from an inheritance bequeathed to her by her maternal grandparents. Alves has undergone several procedures, including nose jobs that resulted in her losing her sense of smell. She's had surgery in Brazil and had a procedure where the doctor injected a gel into her arms to make them look more muscular. She lost sensation in both arms for a time and was forced to seek psychotherapy as a result of the ordeal. Alves was diagnosed with body dysmorphia in 2013, a mental health disease in which a person obsessively worries about defects in their appearance. Some of these people have serious issues with the way they look, and it seems like the more surgeries they get, the more they want. I can't pick one in particular, but maxing out your credit cards to get plastic surgery when you don't even have a job is quite extreme. Which one of these people caught your attention the most? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 individuals who turned their bodies into plastic. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other other videos, and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.